You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 45 of season 2 of the Dialed In Show. It's been a long night, day, morning. How you doing?
I'm good. This is so weird. I have been under the weather for like a month straight, and I never get sick, so it's so weird.
You sound a lot better than you did from last week, though.
That's what my coworker said too.
Yeah.
And it's still, my voice isn't at full strength, but it is what it is.
Sometimes
I think this is the first time you've worn your glasses on the podcast.
I know. It's for medical reasons. That's it.
Isn't that what glasses are for?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I don't know what's going on with me. So I have them on this morning. Not because I want to, but I just feel like if this is what's causing it, then that's why I have them on. But
okay. I have to wear mine because, like any person of our generations, I instantly go to my phone in the morning. I'm supposed to wear them when I look at my phone and when I'm driving at night. So,
Me
I
too.
just took them off. My specs right here.
Mm-hmm. Only thing I can think is maybe, but I had my glasses on, is maybe I was looking at the computer too long last night. If that's the problem.
You know what? We can go out of order of our rundown. I am shocked you are wearing that Falcons hoodie.
and it's funny. I was going in Quick Trip this morning, and there was an unhoused brother that was standing outside, and my head hurting, and I'm slightly rushing for this, and so he says, "Rise up, my brother." And I looked at him, and I guess he could tell I didn't, in my mind, I was trying to hurry up and get in there and get back out. And so I wasn't paying. I'm like, what? And he said, "Rise up." He said, "You know what it is." And then I looked down and I said, "Oh." I said, "Yeah." Then when I came back out, he was about to ask me something. I said, "Goodbye, bye.
You should have gave him your hoodie.
He had on a coat. I wasn't giving my doggone hoodie. Not this one, not right then. No. But I wanted to say, I don't know when the last time you watched a game, brother, because I guess he don't have TV.
Sunday.
He probably don't have no TV or phone.
Oh, you talking about him? I thought you meant me. What?
I wanted to say, Steven said they lost.
They went all the way overseas and lost in overtime.
That's the Falcons. He's if I'm trying to tell you, if his next season is not better, he's getting fired. Yeah. Robert Morris, whatever his name is.
Raheem. Why can't you get this man's name right?
I can't ever get his first name right. Robert
Morris. Raheem Morris.
Well, I just thought about something. And not to be offensive to anybody.
Here we go.
Most Black men who reach the pinnacle within my lifetime, they don't have traditional names. Raheem, Tiger, Barack. Where's the John? Where's the Stephen? Where's the Philip? Where's all of them have
Raphael Warnock.
Raphael, that's not normal. That's what I'm saying. Raphael.
Westmore.
I guess. And he think he gonna be the next president.
What's wrong with you? Why the shade?
He needs at the most, he should try and be a VP. And the route to that
man is doing.
The route to that sometimes is to run for president.
Yeah. You gotta get the name recognition. I mean, get your name out there.
But
I'm trying to think of black men now because I think you're wrong.
Notice what I said in my life, and really when I say in my lifetime,
Denzel Washington.
No, but that's right before me. I'm talking about in my lifetime, in a period of time that I can remember. So from like middle school up, even Kobe. And maybe what I'm saying without trying to say, maybe I'm saying none of them have European names. Maybe that's what I should say.
Your
LeBron
name ain't normal.
is not LeBron.
Mhm.
There nobody. I just
Dwayne,
yeah. You said what?
Dwayne.
Yeah, I want to see a successful John other than John Lewis.
You saying successful black John?
Right, right. Like that reaches a really, really high. And maybe we're forgetting about somebody. Now, Robert, I can't think of his last name, but he's a black billionaire. His name's Robert.
Yeah, he's
You
an
know
alpha.
him? Oh, he is?
Hmm.
But again, I think that not really, I don't really, then even though this was not his real name, and this was before me, Magic.
His name's Irvin Magic Johnson.
So, I don't know why that just popped in my head, but because we were talking about Raheem, but yeah, he's gonna be fired next season.
I've been dying laughing at all the videos that Falcons fans post now after games. It's hilarious because one fan, he keeps saying Raheem be smiling after they lose. Like, bro, at least look mad, throw something. Jesus.
Yeah. What's the quarterback's name?
You don't know the quarterback's name? Michael Penix Jr.
Oh, yeah. Now that you said it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some fan you are.
If you lose, I'm not about to keep up with you. I don't.
So you a Fairweather fan?
You can say that, or what I'm saying is, I'm not about to. My thing is, you like I tell some of the youth at church that play athletics, that play athletes, that play sports.
He's so old.
I tell them now, if you ain't gonna win, I'm not coming to the game. I'm telling you right now, I'm not coming because I don't want to tell
them.
Huh?
That's what you tell them.
Yeah, because they say,
okay, what if it's a team sport? They can't control what the team does.
I don't want to come. They say, Pastor Mike, can you come to my game? I said, are you gonna win? And I said, oh no, I can't come. I'm not about to spend my $12, especially now these outdoor sports in the cold. I'm not spending my $12 to be in the cold and y'all gonna lose. No. Mm-mm. I can't do it.
You say that to youth?
Yeah, even a little kid. It could be 8 years old. But are you gonna win?
They can't guarantee that they are going to win.
But some of them know. Oh yeah, my team undefeated, or yeah, my team pretty good. Then okay, I might come. But nah, we
should
suck.
come just to support the kids.
I think we should get away with participation medals.
Oh, I agree. We weren't raised that way. No.
You either win or you lose.
Yeah.
Daddy would say, you get your head out your tail and you comparing yourself to a failure.
Oh.
Don't be happy because you comparing yourself, you saying, "Ooh, look, I did a good job," but you comparing yourself to somebody that get D's. You can always make yourself feel better depending on who you compare yourself to.
That is true. That Jesus Christ.
So yeah, don't ask me to come to your game or event or whatever. Or if you singing and you can't sing, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. You can't sing. I don't believe in giving people false hope.
You are.
Just like, and I'm talking too much now. That's just like certain Sundays, depending on what I think going on. Somebody will say, well, I'm gonna come by your church this Sunday. I say, whoa, no, don't come this Sunday.
Next subject.
Come another Sunday.
Jesus. Speaking of church, I did a story this week. First, let me back up. We tape on Tuesdays. We want to say Happy Veterans Day to all those who have served our country. Our father was a veteran. We know multiple veterans. So you're watching this on Wednesday, the day after Veterans Day. But we want to say Happy Veterans Day to all those who have served our country.
Y'all say Happy Veterans Day or Happy Veterans Day? Which one? Which one do y'all say? Happy Veterans Day.
Why people pronounce stuff so different?
Yeah, veterans. Well, all them veterans, all the veterans stand, please. But veterans.
The veterans and veterans. I just look, and I'm not trying to be overly patriotic. It just pisses me off. Probably just in a new sense when
it was a gnat.
Okay. It pisses me off when people don't understand which holiday is to say which thing.
Oh man, now that
Like
I really
Memorial
wish-
Day. Don't thank people for their service. Memorial Day is for the dead people.
I really wish that we weren't a pastor and news reporter because I be wanting to say what I want to say.
Oh, I see the gnat now. It's on. I think it was on your head. It's on your head. I swear it's on your head. I don't know. What are you saying?
But that get to be confusing because it's like, all right, if you
How's
don't
it
know,
confusing?
I'm saying if you don't know,
Memorial. What does memorial sound
you're
like?
memorializing somebody. They did.
Okay. Veteran. What does that say? You served. How was
Then
that
it's like
hard?
Labor Day. What we laboring? What we celebrating? You know what I just thought
The
about?
workforce.
I know, but that's not what people. Some of these holidays. What did burgers and hot dogs have to do with it? That's what I want to know.
It's a money grab.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like what President's Day. What do they sell? Mattresses or something, don't
yeah. Look, we got a lot of interesting holidays: Labor Day, Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Columbus Day, St. Patrick. Well, I don't think that's an American holiday, but
St. Patrick's Day is. You know how many Americans get drunk on St. Patrick's Day?
So I wonder when Labor Day started because
You can easily look it up.
right. But yeah, happy Veterans Day.
How do you say it?
And
How do you say it?
I go back and forth. I'm wishy-washy on it. I think however I hear somebody say it, I'll say it back to them the same way. If you say veteran, I'm gonna say veteran. If you say veteran. But seriously, thank y'all for your service, something I never would have done. And I'm grateful because if it had not been for people like you, we would not have the freedoms and the liberties that we do. This is interesting. This is where my mind went. This is about to be embarrassing. This gnat. President Trump, when he was doing his interview with, is her name Lori O'Donnell? 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
And she was talking about the ships going toward Venezuela. And are we about to go to war with them? Are we about to try and kill the president or whatever? And he said, I'm not about to just tell you everything. I'm not about to just tell a reporter my plan. He's like, I'm not about to do that. He said, you asking me if we're going to do this with that. He said, I'm not about to tell you that. And so I think I thought about that because and one, this is what they sign up for. But I think we have to pray a little extra for our men and women in the military when it's certain presidents because it's more, you're more likely to go to war with certain presidents than others. Even though, let me be fair for Mr. Trump, he has, especially his first term, there were no wars. But no wars that he was directly involved in. And because he says he's the president of peace when it comes to wars. But yeah, thank you to all the veterans. I thank you for your service and then she was asking him about that we about to start testing our nuclear weapons. And he said, well, Russia's doing it and North Korea is doing it and stuff. She said, so we're about to start launching nuclear. And he kept saying, everybody else is doing it. He said, they're just not talking about it. He said, they media not like our media. He said, I got to tell y'all what we doing. He said, they don't have to.
Yeah. Man. Oof.
You've met how many times have you met the president?
What do you mean?
Donald Trump. You've met him more than once, haven't you?
So I was 5 feet from him when he was running and when I was in South Carolina. But I've only shook his hand once.
Oh, I don't know.
I've been in the room with him multiple times. I've been in the room with him multiple times. I mean, I asked him a question at the press conference in South Carolina, but he wasn't president. I've been in the room with him multiple times.
Yeah. I've only been in the room with losers. That's it. Yep.
A loser grabbed your phone.
Yep. Her name's Hillary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just knew you was going to have a story to tell, huh?
Got up early that day because I wanted to get as close as possible. Ended up getting right on the partition, the barricade thing.
Mm-hmm.
She came around and she was like, "Give me your phone." I said, "Oh my goodness." The next first female president of the United States just touched my phone and took a selfie of us. And you can see the people behind me all reaching, trying to be able to get to her. And I got next to her. I'll never forget that night. The world just turned upside down. She lost.
Do you have that picture framed?
No, I'm embarrassed.
She still has accomplished other things.
For sure. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna print it out. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing, we talked about this last year. Every time Trump has won against a woman.
Yeah. He lost to Biden, beat Kamala, beat Hillary. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's women. So
don't say that.
The worst thing that the Dems can do in 28 or whenever it is to put up a woman. That's the worst thing they can do.
They're going to put up a woman.
It don't need to be a woman. It don't need to be a person of color. It don't need to be. It need to be as square and American as possible. That's what it needs.
Don't say that because that could be taken out of context because all these people are American. You're saying it needs to be a plain white dude. Is what you're saying.
Exactly.
But don't say as American because that will be taken out of context. I want to dig
deeper. Ain't they not American either? The only ones who we should feel bad for, of course, we should feel bad for everybody. We should feel bad for, anybody who's been mistreated. But the Native Americans, the indigenous people, you know what? I'm going to make a point of it next year at the church, whenever that Indigenous People Day or whatever
it just happened. Yeah.
It just happened.
Trump changed it back to Columbus Day, but yeah.
We are going to celebrate that because they got robbed. They're the ones who got robbed. They're the ones who all of this was their land. It was stolen from them and the Mexicans. That's why every time I come out that way is so Hispanic because all of that used to be Mexico.
And speaking of our country, we can talk about the government shutdown is coming to an end. Hasn't yet, but it will this week. Senate, 8 Democrats joined the Senate, so that joined Republicans so that they could pass the Senate. It will go to the House soon. Shutdown likely to end before the end of this week. Your thoughts? Do you think Democrats folded, or you think they made their point, and so now it's time to reopen the government?
So here's the thing. Number one, Trump just wanted to beat his own record. That's number one. Of it being the longest shutdown.
Didn't want it. That's not a record you want.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
Trump does not.
That's not a record you want.
But see, here's what people don't understand. First of all,
that's not
Trump's
a record you want.
He can't be president again. That's number one. He don't have nothing to lose. He had everything to lose.
He didn't want that.
2, Trump, he's not a normal individual. Things don't work the same for him as they do everybody else. Bad press for him is not bad. It's not. So his name, just like it is most of the time, has been the first thing every day for the past 30-something days. He loves this. Trump loves attention. That's the thing. So if it's good attention, bad attention, he don't care. It's attention. And all he gets to do is just keep saying, it's the Democrats. It's the Democrats. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I haven't had time to really look into it. It's from within the last 12, 24 hours. But I know I saw Don Lemon say something about that really the Democrats just caved and that there's a promise.
Because they're starting to get heat too, man. They're starting to get heat too. These people are going, I got a LB. I got people who they haven't been paid in over a month, man. Like that affects your constituents too.
But so it's like, okay, Well, we're gonna drastically cut back these benefits if we go along with the Republicans. These programs, and once you undo something, it's very difficult to redo it.
Mhm.
It's difficult to bring it back.
Mhm.
So I think the reason why Democrats are trying to hold out so long is because if Republicans get their way, who knows when SNAP benefits will be funded again? Who knows if health insurance rates will be able to be adjusted?
Mhm.
So, or when they will be able to. I think uh uh I think they should have kept holding out. And if that meant
And
that
then what would your reasoning be to your people who voted for you who ain't been paid in 2 months? Oh, I'm fighting the good fight. They don't care about that. They care about how I'm about to get kicked out of my apartment. You gonna help me? Nope.
I just think that if you don't go through periods of sacrifice, you can't complain on the other end.
That's a lot of sacrifice.
Well, we ain't gonna never make any progress then. Is
I'm just saying you sacrificing, but you also there's no. I think you said this in one show that we did. There should be some type of rule with apartments, mortgages.
yeah,
If you're a federal employee, that's not your fault that you're not
right.
getting paid. They shouldn't be evicted or even
Mm,
penalized or have to pay a late fee if they can't pay their rent when it ain't my
yeah,
fault that my pay shut off.
yeah.
I think there
I,
should be an exception for that.
yeah, I think there needs to be some type of law that if you are a federal worker and the government shuts down, you cannot be just like how there's certain laws where your employer can't fire you for certain
Mm,
things. It's same thing with veterans. It's Veterans Day. People who I know people who are in the reserve who when they go on duty or whatever, their job can't fire them. Like
mhm,
their job knows once they know up front, I can't fire them because of this. Now I think they can potentially not pay them, but
mhm.
they can't fire them. So I think it should be the same thing with housing and utilities and stuff. That if you can prove you're a federal worker, government shuts down. Now the flip side of that, I think that the government should be responsible for doing back pay.
Mhm.
That I'm
Oh,
not
they will.
saying,
They
but
will.
I'm saying I don't think that. So if I didn't get paid for 2 months and my rent is $1,500 a month, that's
They're
three
gonna pay
thousand
you.
dollars.
Mhm.
I don't think it should be okay. Now, when I do get my back pay, I don't have to then pay the $3,000. I don't think it should be like that. I think you should still have to pay it, but you should be
Yeah,
able to pay it once you get the money back. I'm saying some
yeah.
people might say, "Well, no, I shouldn't have to pay it."
Oh,
I'm
you should still have to pay your bill. I'm saying you
yeah,
should be kicked out because you ain't get paid yet.
yeah, but
Yeah.
then this nonsense. And I wonder if it's true. I saw something saying that Trump's trying to entertain the idea of a 50-year mortgage.
No, I don't know nothing about
That
that.
Roosevelt is the one who kind of pushed for a 30-year mortgage. 50 years is crazy. On the surface, people think, oh man, my payment's going to be so low. But do
Mhm.
you know how much in interest you're going to pay
Yeah,
over 50 years? And half y'all ain't going to be alive.
that's the point. That's the point. Okay, on some lighter notes. One, I was on one of our shows this week at my job, and we were talking about this young generation.
Oh, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I feel like you was about to say about what Concord did, but then you said, "Let me give y'all background," because you talked something about the shutdown, but you didn't say what
Oh
Concord
yeah,
did.
no, I did a story. And it's been getting a lot of traction. Video has like 50,000 views on my Instagram. Um,
Mm.
yeah, Sunday, Concord Church, Pastor Brian Carter, they um got some donations, raised some funds, pulled some funds from the church, and gave 200 federal and unemployed workers $2,000 checks, totaling $400,000. That's a lot. And I asked him, and if you see the package, I ended with Pastor Carter saying this. He recognized that his church was in the spotlight this week, but he was saying, this is something churches do as far as providing resources to people on a daily basis. And churches in some spaces get a bad rap, especially mega churches, because people just see all the money and all the production, and think some of these churches aren't doing things in the community. So it was fun to do a positive story on Monday.
Shout out to Pastor Brian Carter, Concord Church in Dallas, Texas, for passing out stimulus checks on Sunday. Shout out. That's what's up. And the people didn't know that's what they were getting. No, they didn't
No,
know that's
that's
what they
I
signed
think
up
that's
for.
what it was. And I was sitting there, I was like, when because I remember last Sunday, the Sunday before him, them saying scan this QR code if you're a federal worker, we want to add you to the prayer list. And like I said, while they actually did pray for them, that was their way of figuring out, okay, how many people we talking about? How can we help them beyond praying? And then he joked at the end of service and said, "The next time we ask people to sign up for a prayer list, everybody gonna sign up."
Right. Right. They're gonna have to wait 20 years to do that again.
Oh.
Yeah.
He told me, and this is just, you never know what God has for you and just timing. One of the recipients was a woman. The day they asked people to scan the QR code was her first Sunday visiting.
Oh wow.
And then her second time ever at Concord, she get $2,000 check.
Yeah. Hey, she gonna be there for a while.
Yeah. One of the women I interviewed Monday, she was saying when they went to reception, they were just so shocked that like literally the first thing that they got when they walked in the room for the reception was the check. She was like, checks was already printed.
Man,
Said, let me go
that's
cash
beautiful.
that thing.
That's beautiful. And I love that both, you hinted at it. I love that a large church did that. But even regardless of the size, I love that a large church did that because they get a bad rap, like you said. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, where's all this money going to?
Mhm.
And now you see that they were able to literally give it back, give a portion of it back. And people don't understand. Bigger you are, the bigger your responsibilities and
Mhm.
the higher the cost. I know in our building what the power bill is. I can't imagine what the power bill is at Concord. So it takes a lot of money to run places like that. So people,
Yeah.
be grateful that it's just staying afloat.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was on one of our shows. Young kids, this generation, whatever, they're weird. They said Air Force Ones are dad shoes. Do you agree?
I mean, I don't see teenagers wearing them. So maybe. But whatever.
But this is the thing. I still have not bought any New Balances. You buy New Balances. New Balances look like dad shoes to me.
Well, even Asics or look like some shoes that a nerd in high school would have worn. But I mean, trends change, styles change over time. But I would recommend to people don't throw your stuff away because stuff's always comes back.
Mhm.
Always comes back. So unless your foot grows or shrinks, don't throw it away. Mm-mm.
Some kids with big brothers, big sisters told me Jordan 1s are dad shoes.
Well, you gotta understand those things that were very popular to your generation, y'all are now on the other side of 35.
Mhm.
So y'all are the dads. Y'all are the dads to these young children. Pushing on being grandfathers for some. Like,
What?
if you're 40 and you had your child when you was 20, and now that 20-year-old is having a child, you could easily be 40 and be a grandparent. Easy.
That's true. I ain't even think about it like that. That is true. Wow.
So just think, you're reaching grandfather status.
Thanks.
You're reaching papa status.
Now,
It
this
is
question, I should have posed it last week because it's November 11th. So, and y'all are watching on November 12th. So it makes sense now. But when is it too early to bring up Christmas decorations? Like, should you not pull up Christmas decorations until after Halloween? So November 1st?
in my opinion, it shouldn't be till after Thanksgiving. Like,
Mm.
why are we skipping holidays? I don't understand that. Why
But there aren't any
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving decorations.
Your browns and oranges and pumpkins and pine straw and stuff. Yeah, I think. Why are we taking pictures in front of a Christmas tree at Thanksgiving dinner?
I
But
think you shouldn't put your tree up until the day after Thanksgiving.
yeah, like just don't skip holidays. Is like you said before Halloween. Is people they whole house decorated already? Now do what you want to do. I'm just answering the question for me. Let me get through these other holidays first. Then we can do Christmas. And I love
But someone
Christmas.
might say, I don't celebrate Halloween.
No, me either. Me either.
You ain't give out no candy?
Heck no. If they not, I didn't hear it. I went to sleep. I don't know. They we don't have as many kids on. Well, it's starting to become more, but they're really little. No, like I said, they might have not, but even if they did, I wasn't gonna. I'm not about to tell your mom and dad to go buy you some candy. I'm not about to buy no candy for you. They'll say trick or treat. I'm gonna say, leave me alone. Hey, I don't know. How about some candy? I'm gonna eat it.
You are such a like crudgy old man.
I just why I'm buying you candy? I don't even know you, little boy. Like,
Okay, we're going to end the show with something positive. Jaden Williams was elected as the youngest mayor in Stockbridge, that's in Georgia, Stockbridge history, at the age of 22. He was born and raised in Stockbridge, and he attends Clark Atlanta University. As mayor-elect, he says that he will focus on growth, infrastructure, and inclusion, making sure all residents feel heard. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
He got 53% of the vote.
It was a fairly
being a
close race,
two-time
though.
incumbent.
Yeah. I need to reach out to him. He's a cool guy. I met him through NAACP stuff. He used to be the president of like the youth council or something for the DeKalb NAACP. But yeah, super excited for him. I think like I said, it was a somewhat close race. I think it was only like
I said 53%.
Yeah. So I'm saying it might have been, I think it was less than a for sure 500 vote difference, but I think way less than that. It wasn't a big landslide, but still a win is a win. And hopefully he'll be able to stay in office for a while and make some positive change. And for the record, for people who don't know, now, of course, it's not Atlanta, it's not a Macon, it's not a major city, but Stockbridge isn't some little tiny city. It's not like, oh, he's 22 years old, he went in, it ain't but 700 people in this city. No, Stockbridge is not a tiny city. So kudos to him. Shout out to him. Congratulations. It really, we are in an era of transition of power from the old heads to the new. And it's happening in churches, it's happening in politics, it's happening everywhere. And either you get with the program or you don't.
That's true. That is true. All right. Well, that's all the time we have. See you guys same time, same place next week.
Bye-bye.